Asmodeus. Once he was not as he is now. Once he was an angel of judgment, a creature of righteous wrath. His wings, vast and feathered, spanned the heavens. His eyes burned with celestial fire. He was the instrument of God's fury, a divine scourge upon the wicked. His touch brought plagues upon the sinful. His voice shook the foundations of corrupt cities. He revelled in his terrible duty, finding a grim satisfaction in his role as punisher. His name was whispered in fear, a harbinger of divine retribution. But even angels can fall. Even the purest hearts can be corrupted. Asmodeus, the angel of judgment, began to change. The seeds of his transformation were sown subtly, almost imperceptibly at first, in the whispers of temptation that reached even his lofty position, echoing in the chambers of his mind. At first he resisted, his righteous anger burning bright, a beacon of purity in a world tainted by sin. But the whispers persisted, growing louder and more insistent, promising him power, pleasure, and a release from the monotony of his duties, a break from the endless cycle of judgment and punishment. He began to linger in the places he was sent to destroy, fascinated by the very vices he was meant to punish, drawn to the darkness like a moth to a flame. The intoxicating scent of forbidden pleasures filled his nostrils, a heady aroma that clouded his judgment and weakened his resolve. The seductive allure of sin tugged at his once unwavering resolve, pulling him deeper into the abyss of temptation. He tasted the forbidden fruits of the mortal realm, each bite a betrayal of his celestial nature. He indulged in the pleasures he once condemned, reveling in the sensations that were both foreign and exhilarating. With each transgression, the celestial fire within him dimmed, replaced by a growing inferno of something darker, more primal, a hunger that could never be sated. His fall, when it finally came, was swift and devastating. The heavens trembled as he was cast out, the celestial gates closing behind him with a resounding finality. Cast out of heaven for his transgressions, Asmodeus plummeted to the depths of hell. The descent was agonizing, a never-ending spiral through darkness and despair. His once pristine wings, now tattered and burned, could no longer bear his weight. They were a stark reminder of his former glory, now reduced to mere shadows of their past. He landed in the infernal abyss, a broken and corrupted angel. The impact shattered the ground beneath him, sending ripples of fire and brimstone in all directions. But hell, it seemed, was not averse to welcoming a fallen angel, especially one with a taste for the vices that fueled its fires. The denizens of the underworld watched with a mix of curiosity and anticipation. He found a place amidst the chaos and torment, his hunger for power and pleasure only growing in the absence of divine grace. The infernal realm offered him opportunities he had never imagined. The infernal energies of his new home began to twist and reshape him, his angelic features taking on a more demonic cast. His transformation was both painful and exhilarating, a rebirth into something darker and more powerful. His eyes, once filled with righteous fire, now burned with a cold, calculating light. They reflected his new purpose, a relentless pursuit of dominion and indulgence in the depths of hell. Asmodeus, the fallen angel, became Asmodeus, the demon of lust and luxury. Once a celestial being of great power and grace, his fall from the heavens transformed him into a creature of dark desires and insatiable appetites. He built for himself a palace of obsidian and bone, a monument to his own decadent desires. This grand structure stood as a testament to his transformation, a place where shadows danced and whispered secrets of forbidden pleasures. Its halls echoed with the laughter of succubi, and the clinking of glasses filled with infernal wine. The air was thick with the scent of sin and the promise of indulgence, drawing in those who sought to lose themselves in vice. He became the patron of gambling houses, overseeing games of chance where souls were wagered and lost. These dens of iniquity were his playground, where the stakes were high and the losses eternal. He revelled in the despair of those who lost everything, their anguish music to his ears. Each cry of despair, each tear shed, was a symphony of suffering that he conducted with malevolent glee. He delighted in tempting mortals with promises of wealth and fortune, only to watch them fall into ruin. His offers were irresistible, his words honeyed lies that led the unwary down paths of destruction. He became a master manipulator, whispering temptations in the ears of the powerful, urging them towards ever greater acts of depravity. Kings and queens, leaders and influencers all fell under his spell, their ambitions twisted to serve his dark purposes. His touch could turn love to lust, friendship to betrayal. Relationships crumbled under his influence, bonds of trust shattered, leaving only the bitter taste of regret and the sting of treachery. He was the architect of countless downfalls. Each ruined life, each broken soul was a testament to his power and his unending quest to spread chaos and corruption throughout the realms. Asmodeus' influence extended far beyond the gambling dens and pleasure palaces of hell. He whispered temptations in the ears of mortals, his voice a seductive siren song promising forbidden delights. He was the architect of countless affairs, the instigator of countless betrayals. He delighted in sowing discord between lovers, his whispers turning hearts cold and poisoning the sweetest of affections. He reveled in the chaos he created, the pain of broken hearts a sweet symphony to his ears. He was a master of disguise, able to assume any form to achieve his goals. He might appear as a beautiful temptress, her lips promising untold pleasures, or as a trusted advisor, his words laced with subtle poisons that would ultimately lead to ruin. But Asmodeus' gifts always came at a price. The pleasures he offered were fleeting, the promises he made empty. Those who succumbed to his temptations often found themselves trapped in a spiral of addiction and despair, their lives shattered by their pursuit of fleeting gratification. He cared nothing for the suffering he caused. He was a creature of pure, unadulterated selfishness, his every action driven by his own insatiable appetites. And so, the once righteous angel, the scourge of the wicked, became a demon of indulgence, reveling in the very vices he was once tasked with punishing. Asmodeus' legacy is one of temptation and ruin. He is a reminder that even the purest hearts can be corrupted, that even the most righteous can fall prey to the allure of sin. He is a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked desire, the seductive power of forbidden pleasures. His name is still whispered, though now it is with a mixture of fear and fascination. He is a figure of dark legend, a testament to the enduring power of vice. He is a reminder that the path to hell, as they say, is often paved with good intentions. Asmodeus continues to cast a long shadow over the world. His whispers can still be heard in the darkest corners of our minds, tempting us with promises of power, pleasure, and forbidden knowledge. He is a constant reminder that the battle between good and evil is never truly over, that even in the brightest of hearts, a spark of darkness can linger. And so we must remain vigilant, ever watchful for the signs of his influence, for the seductive whispers that promise so much and yet deliver only ruin. For in the end, Asmodeus' greatest victory lies not in the souls he claims, but in the corruption he spreads, the seeds of vice he plants in even the most fertile ground.